It is time to settle into that groove into your couch and maybe invest in those surround sound speakers that nobody can afford, because Warner Brothers just announced that they are releasing their entire 2021 slate of movies in theaters and on HBO Max. So what exactly does this mean for all of us? We're gonna break it all down for you right now on the Ketchup. So Warner Brothers dropped this bomb with the hottest of sizzle reels last week. We're talking The Matrix 4, Godzilla vs. Kong, Dune, In the Heights, The Suicide Squad, Space Jam: A New Legacy, and more, all from the comfort of your own home, provided of course you are an HBO Max subscriber, the odds of which we're betting just heavily increased. And fans were already stoked and frankly shocked that Wonder Woman 1984 is coming out on HBO Max on Christmas Day, the same time it's coming out in theaters. Now, the decision to simulcast big premieres is being framed by Warner Brothers as the best solution for an industry that's hemorrhaging money from delayed release dates and needs to try something new to keep fans engaged. One thing worth mentioning, while these movies are free to watch for HBO Max subscribers, they are removing any kind of free trial, and get this, each will only be available for 31 days on HBO Max before going to other video on demand rental platforms. So you better start charging your friends you shared that password with. Just kidding.
Your username is password? It was just easier.
Now, all of this sounds like a good compromise to audiences. Movie theaters, not so much. AMC Theaters is currently trying to stay afloat themselves and did not appreciate Warner offering potential ticket buyers access to their upcoming catalog. Now, AMC does have a history with studios trying to cut them out of the deal. In April, they threatened to ban all Universal releases from their theaters after Trolls World Tour was released on video on demand instead of waiting till theaters were open again. But that situation led to a then unprecedented agreement between AMC and Universal to stream films after a 14-day window. So maybe these are just some hard bargaining tactics. I mean, AMC's acting more like ABC, am I right?
Always be closing.
Now, Warner and Universal aren't the only ones to dabble with at-home releases. Disney also flirted with a similar model earlier this year, releasing the live-action Mulan on its own streaming platform, Disney Plus, the same day it came out in theaters, and will go head-to-head with Wonder Woman on Christmas with Pixar's Soul, which, unlike Mulan, will be free for subscribers. But you gotta think this may all just be a response to Christopher Nolan's Tenet, which came out exclusively in theaters earlier this fall after many delays and suffered at the box office, leaving many Nolan fans still wondering what Tenet is even about. I mean, what really happens in his movies anyway?
Dream within a dream, huh? I'm impressed.
Warner Brothers seems to be offering the best of both worlds. No extra charges beyond your HBO Max subscription, and the chance for fans to see the movies they love without worrying for their safety. You know, like in the good old days of 2019. And while no one is exactly thrilled at what the WB announcement seems to predict, another year of staying cooped up at home, at least one director remains optimistic. When asked about the Warner decision during a recent interview, Ocean's 11 director Steven Soderbergh, who recently signed a deal to release films on HBO Max, reminded us not to panic. The theatrical business is not going away. It's all gonna come back because, let's be clear, there's no bonanza in the entertainment industry that is the equivalent of a movie that grosses $1 billion or more theatrically. Christopher Nolan also happened to chime in on the decision, calling it, quote, a real bait and switch, which is likely the same sentiment as Dune and Godzilla vs. Kong's Legendary Pictures, who are allegedly threatening to sue Warner over a lack of communication about the decision to move their movies to the streaming service. More on that news as we get it. But let's start over to you guys now. What do you think about Warner Brothers' big announcement? Are you planning on getting HBO Max if you haven't already, or are you holding out to see Godzilla vs. King Kong on the big screen? Let us know all your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. And of course, if you want more movie or streaming news, head on over to RottenTomatoes.com. And if you already know which of Warner's movies are must-sees and which you plan on skipping harder than a scratch Blu-ray, let's keep the conversation going in our fan group on Facebook. And if you don't want to miss out on any future episodes of this show, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And as always, we can't thank you enough for watching The Ketchup. We love your support, and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye.